Moon-stricken, animal in need, bad seed, untamable.
Alright, y'all. Take 6. Man, I feel like I just recorded this video 10 times. If you don't know what this is about, this is going to be a video about what I used my first day to get through the summit and my mindset. And I'm just going to quickly show the loadouts that I used and why. And yeah, try to quickly get through it. Now, this is a pretty good build here that I got set up first. I actually didn't use it a lot until I got to the very end, near around 100. That's because the healer that we were running had to go, and the heals were working out pretty good. He was a full healer. I wish he could have been more of like a combat healer because, yeah, I feel like combat healers are a bit better. So here on my future initiative, I almost said directive. I got skill haste plugged in. I think maybe that should be for heals though. Instead of, oops, and I actually had the wrong one on here. I was using this. So yeah, the mod slot, I would go heals. But for everything else, I have skill damage rolled. Okay, that way my turret does a lot of damage, and I'm still killing stuff. I could probably kill everything by myself in case, you know, I don't have to rely on my team to do it. I can be a big boy and help out and kill myself. And this is at the same time going to be basically healing everybody just as good as a full healer would. Most people do get almost full life in one tick. Sometimes it may take 2 ticks, but 1 or 2 ticks is perfectly fine when, if you put on full healing, you know, they're still going to get healed in 1 or 2 ticks. So keep that in mind. Unless somebody's running a full-fledged like armor build, like 2-3 million armor or whatever it goes up to, 2 million, they might take more ticks. Anyways, I got BTSU here to just give people their hives back, or give people their skills back, or to overcharge for damage. So I would say the best specialization here is going to be the crossbow specialization. Some of the stuff I don't have saved. I was just switching it. Crossbow is so good. It has so much going on for it. I don't even know where to begin. So the first thing, the main powerful aspect about the crossbow is actually the crossbow itself. When heavies come out, you can basically one shot a heavy and break him. So he's really weak. He can be killed in a couple shots after you break him with a crossbow. Especially if you're not on a DPS character. If you're on like some kind of healer, or you're on some kind of like skill build that doesn't have like crazy burst damage, or status effects are popular, even a tank, even if you're on a tank build, right? You, at that point, being able to kill a big, bad, scary heavy by yourself, or just like weakening him to the point of being killed, is super clutch. It's like one of the best things you can do to help your team out. These fire grenades right here are so slept on. These things spawn kill. They do all types of things. The thing here though is once you clear a room, a lot of people don't know it, but you can switch loadouts and switch right back, and you will have all your fire grenades back. So every time you're going into combat, you're full of fire grenades. Flame on. Next, this thing has so much going on for it that everything is like good. Okay, increased healing. If you are on a increased outgoing healing, excuse me, that's going to be healing that your teammates are going to get. It's also a help there. A really big one here. Yep, teammates is gonna get damage. Damage. Okay, damage. Did I say damage? Damage. Okay, so yeah, that's huge. You know, you giving people all that damage is just, you know, it's there. You know, I actually slept on this one scraping by at first. I actually completely forgot about this, but when I was making these videos, I actually glanced at it to just double check things. This thing right here is crazy, and the reason it's crazy is because the directives of when you're low on ammo, this thing is like so overpowered. Like, as dumb as it seems, if you're running, especially if you're running like an M1 or whatever gun you're running, this is basically giving you infinite ammo saying, okay, that directive is nothing anymore. Okay? That's why this is going to be best in slot. And there's like still more. You got protection against elites. Hey, that's really good, but you know, it's at least it's something else. Um, so right here, armor kits. This thing is so overpowered. I will just like, especially when I'm not on a healer. Okay, I know this is a healer that I'm showing you now, but all my loadouts run crossbow, so I can one shot the heavies and everything else I just said. But if I see a teammate low, I will just hit a med kit and heal him. Okay, sometimes I'll see 2, 3 enemies low. I'll just hit a med kit, heal all of them and myself or whatever. I think if there's multiple people running, I'm not saying you need a healer to begin with, but if there was no healer and there's multiple people running crossbow, you guys basically do have a healer. Because anytime anyone hits a med kit, everyone is going to get healed, especially if you're staying together in a group like you should be. I think that's it for, oh, you know, as well too, kind of not much, but killing enemies under status effect does make it rain special ammo. Alright, so moving on here to the next build. What do we got here next? Okay, this one I threw together last second. This was in case things were going crazy inside the summit, and this was kind of my backup plan, as weird as it may sound. This is the old school blind jammer pulse. Some of you probably already know this, some of you may not. Quickly, there's not much to it. I'm going to show items on screen here, and I'm not going to say too much about this one, but I'm going to leave a couple comments about its previous nerf, supposedly. Okay, so yeah, this build has been nerfed, and the reason it's nerfed is because if you see the cooldown and you see the blind duration, obviously it's not up for 100% uptime. It's up, you know, I'm about 6 seconds shy here, okay? Tag team is so powerful. Even previously, I still use tag team. That 6 seconds is going to make it so it's up at that 100% uptime. As well, this gear isn't min-max. I just threw this together. This wasn't a saved loadout, and I just saved it over. There's definitely things I can switch here to get a few seconds difference. So not only is it at the 100% uptime, but I could also increase it. That way, with my Firefly, everything is pre-marked by the time it's time to throw. Hope that makes sense. So next here, and as well too, EMP, this already has like far beyond 100% uptime. If there's like dogs in the area, you know, I EMP them, I shoot one, and then the EMP is instantly ready again. So it's like infinite EMP. When, you know, it's weird too, because the times I actually did have this build on, I got like so lucky, because when I was testing it out, there was like these rooms with like 40 dogs in them, and I just kept 40 dogs in like a boss spawned. I think it was on 90. But I got so lucky because I was just we skipped that floor because I just kept EMPing the dogs, you know, as well for all them drone phases, all the floors with just drones everywhere as well. I think that's about it for the most part. Of course, crossbow again, fire grenades again, just like I mentioned. To throw one last thing in, I would say that this build is kind of the perfect thing to make sure that your team is getting that extra 10% damage as well from the survivalist specialists, making sure everything is actually status effective. Quickly on to the next. Okay, the Seeker Hardwire build is super common. It's super known about it. I'm not going to get into it much. Everything's rolled with skill damage. But there is some things I do want to say about this for a brief second. I've used this build for a long time. My other builds, they're kind of new to me. I haven't really used, or I haven't used in a while. So I didn't use this one as much. This was still super effective, but I use this all the time. Anyways, so what I am going to say about this is another really good method for like a a combat medic. Okay, I'm using a Stinger Hive here. You could even go with a Stinger Hive or a Heal Hive, but there's many ways you can go with this build. If you want, you could put a Heal Hive on and then still be dropping Seekers every 10 seconds. You know, 10 Seekers every 10 seconds, doing 4 million each, which is just going to kill a bunch of ads, and it's going to be healing your team. So yeah, just keep that in mind. And I'm just going to skip past this one, even though I did in fact use that one. I'm going to do my DPS build last, and the other skill build that I used was just a really common turret drone build. Okay, I'm going to have items on screen here real quick. And I would recommend this build to just be like the minimum of, okay, we're going to get it done. Like, if you're struggling for any reason, I would say just simply put on a turret drone, and that's going to be the minimum. Or if you know you think someone else is struggling and you can't get through it because, you know, whatever, you can just have them put it on, and you know, that's just going to make everything easier. And next here we're going to have you know, I think that is about it here too. You know, again, I got the crossbow. You know, sweet dreams, that's something to mention. You know, if an ad runs in the room on you or it gets close to you, rushes you, purple or red, just sweet dreams them. And boom, there you go. And next, my DPS build. I just made this as well for TU11, mod slot changes, etc. Opened up a couple pieces. I'm still going to go crossbow on this. A lot of my stuff set to demo because I had this previously saved for other stuff, but this is definitely going to be a crossbow 100%. I think. Anyways, so I'm just going to quickly show the items on screen here. And I'm going to give a quick demonstration about some of the talents that are associated with this build in just at the end here. So I want to quickly say a couple things. So I'm using a Nemesis here. This is not a sniper build though. This is an M1 build. In fact, this would actually just be like what are these things called again? M1s. There we go. And I just got 8 times on both of these, okay? I got 8 times on these so I can get that big damage from perfect focus. Now, this gives me 10 marksman rifle damage. I just didn't want to get anyone confused and them think that I was running this because I was running a marksman rifle Nemesis. That's not the case. Even if I wasn't running this Nemesis, I would still be using this because I think it gives me the most damage. Anyways, now the reason I am using this Nemesis is to conserve ammo and to like one-shot some ads or put some big damage on them, and conserve ammo, just headshotting them if my M1 is low. This way I can fight through the directive. And as well, you know, obviously they both have 8 times to focus. So here, I think this is an interesting one. I have a God Roll improvised holster. I already am wearing a Grupo, so this is going to be the only thing that's going to give me that extra crit hit damage. Should be best in slot. I think that's about right. And damage targets out of cover. I'm pretty sure I showed all this on screen. I'm going to go ahead and show you one switch that I had going as well. And that is going to be with the Memento. I read it there while I was scrolling down. I was actually using a versatile backpack as well. And you get this amplified damage at range 25 meters for rifles and marksmen. 35% amplified damage is going to give me, you know, even more damage than vigilance. I was actually using both though. I would switch them off at times. So I do want to go and say a couple things about this build. Now this is a range build, that, you know, hence Ranger, okay, and as well, the most important thing about this whole build is that I am giving that 25% crit hit chance to myself and my team. So that's my goal, to distance myself 25 meters and kill the ads with big damage from range, giving buffs to my team and whatnot. So when I'm at range, given that chance, I got this chance. I got Ranger also as well, giving me big range damage. And as well, I even have Versatile getting big damage from the Versatile's range. Get down, cat. And to just finish this up, I'm going to give a demonstration of something really quick, just in case you do not know. Okay, and what that demonstration is going to be on the bottom of the screen. You know what, let me go ahead and put on Versatile. Okay, so first of all, this is going to be a focus demonstration, and all I want to let you know is that you can see it building bottom left. Okay, you don't have to be in your scope. Like, I'm never in my scope just downside like that. I'm always out looking for ads, and I'm just scoping every second or two. Now, as you see, I still have full buff bottom left of my screen. Okay, and that's basically the demonstration. Just making sure that you are aware of that and that you know that. Okay. Now, every 5 seconds, all I have to do here is just switch, and then I can get a pop shot off or two with huge Versatile amp damage, you know? And then Versatile's running out, so I just switch and I have Versatile again with focus. And then I have, you know, the 5 seconds I can just switch, and that's how the process continuously repeats itself. I have no issue proccing them like that. If you do have an issue and you're still learning, just, you know, it's okay to go Vigilance as well. But if you want that big best in slot damage, you're looking for Versatile. And just to finish, the last way I would say to do that is just keep spamming your shot, and then every once in a while just let off a couple sniper shots. Yep, I hope you liked the video. If you don't got me yet, subscribe, that way you can see the new content I'm putting out. And everyone, take it easy and be safe out there. Thanks, hope you liked the video.